7 Taurus Man weaknesses in love. The most stubborn of them all, the Taurus Man. If you are dating one, you might have already noticed this. However, if you are not, be prepared because sometimes, he can be hard to deal with. Knowing his weaknesses will prepare you to be with him, and when you know these, you will know how to handle him. So, let's talk about a Taurus man's weaknesses. The Taurus man can be stubborn and possessive. It can be very difficult to compromise with him because he thinks he is always right. He cares a lot about appearances. He also ignores emotions and can be a little lazy. He can be sensitive. Before we delve deeper into his weaknesses, let's first take a look at dating a Taurus man. Dating a Taurus man. If you are dating a Taurus man, you can consider yourself lucky and special because your Taurus man is typically very picky, especially when it comes to the partners that he picks to have a relationship with. He tends to be a very slow-moving person as he takes his time with everything. He does not like to rush things at all, and this especially applies to his love life. He will take a while to choose who he really wants. He is not the type to date around very casually because, as I said, he really takes his time to get to know the one he is dating. Once he chooses you, that is it. It's going to be for the long haul. You are very lucky because he will choose you forever. If not, you are still going to be together for a long while. Know that his love language is financial security and generosity. He is the type to spoil you, and he will be very generous to someone he loves. If you are already dating your Taurus man, notice how he makes you feel loved by giving you gifts and making you feel financially secure with him. He is going to be persistent about getting you. He is going to spoil you with a lot of material things. He is going to make you feel comfortable. The best thing about dating a Taurus man is probably how loyal he is. Once he chooses you, you can be sure that he is yours forever, and if not, for a very long time. Know that he is yours and you are his. He does not like having short flings because he wants someone he can be with forever. If you are in a relationship with him, expect loyalty all the way. Before we move on to his weaknesses, don't forget to smash the like button. 7 weaknesses of a Taurus man in love. 1. He is stubborn. As I have mentioned earlier, your Taurus man likes to take his own time. He thinks that everything he does, and thinks is the right one. He is very stubborn, especially with the person he likes and wants. He is not the best at changing for his lover because it is very hard for him to adjust. He is stubborn with his ways and opinions. He can be very petty with his stubbornness too. He will go to the ends of the world just to prove his point. And the deal with him is that he will instantly reject anything that is not up to par for him. And if you are already dating one, I hope that you are prepared for this because communication is not his strongest asset. 2. He is possessive. It can be a little sweet and romantic for you at the beginning, but as time goes by and your relationship becomes deeper, it can get a little toxic. If you are the type to put up with this, then you are good to go, but if you are not, then a Taurus man may not be the person for you. Expect for him to set some rules and expectations in the relationship. When you are going out with your friends, you need to ask his permission first, and if he does say that you can go, he will give you a curfew. Expect that you are going to cut some of your guy friends off because he can get jealous very easily. Although his attention is good, this is not very healthy for a relationship, so I think he needs to change that. 3. He is difficult to compromise with. The thing about your Taurus man is that he is not the readiest when it comes to changing himself for someone. This is going to be very evident when you are living together. Let me give you an example. Let's say you are the type that prefers to keep dirty clothes in the clothes hamper. You noticed how your Taurus man does not do this right after he gets home from work. You can confront him all you want, but it will really be hard for him to change this behavior. If he wants you to stay in this relationship, he might want to change. If you cannot tolerate his behavior, he might not want to tolerate your nagging. Also, if he does not agree with something, he's not going to change his mind. And if you did something that he does not like, he will get upset very quickly. 4. He cares a lot about appearances. Your Taurus man, in general, likes beautiful things. He likes things that he considers aesthetically pleasing. However, the downside to this thing is that if something is not beautiful enough for him, it will lose its value for him. This can also be applied to the relationships he has in his life as well. He cares so much about his looks, and he also cares about how his partner looks. People will have different reactions to this, and this depends on the beliefs and perspectives of other people. However, to most, it can be a little toxic. He might see his partners on the surface level, and he won't ever get deep into your personality, and this is going to be so sad. 5. He ignores emotions. One of the weaknesses of your Taurus man is that he does not reflect on his emotions because he likes to keep things private, including things that hurt him. It is rare that he talks about his feelings. He does not like to open up, and this can cause your relationship to be in shambles. You know how openness is very crucial in any relationship, and if he does not open up the way that he needs to be, it will be very hard to be with him, and difficult for you to really understand him. 6. He can be lazy. One popular personality that a Taurus man is known for is that he can be a little lazy. It is the result of his stubbornness, and what he perceives to be right may be wrong to a lot of people. He is especially lazy when he is told what to do. The thing about your Taurus man is that once he sets his mind that he would not do anything for the day, do not expect that he will change his mind. He will definitely not do anything for the day. In relationships, he may get lazy to do things for you. He can get lazy about doing things that make you happy, which is definitely not healthy. 7. He is sensitive. Your Taurus man does not like to be judged. He sees judgment as negative criticisms against him. He may feel upset, but he will keep it to himself. He does not like hearing negative things about him, because he gets his feelings hurt very easily. His partner may not even know that he is hurting because he does not like to share his emotions and keep things private. As a result, you can hurt each other unknowingly. Taurus man's weaknesses in love. Final thoughts. He is stubborn. He is possessive. He is difficult to compromise with. He cares a lot about appearances. He ignores emotions. He can be lazy. He is sensitive. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe.